Social media family, intervenant subscribers, and any visitors likewise to that been in my own social media channel or chat room as we have it here. I was saying associated with representing my own social media channel, or chat room or conversation or whatever I said. How are you all doing? Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay, if not better yet to be said, to be feeling all right. Not best of all to be said, to be feeling best in stress, more best in stress, or too best to possibly become or be stressed. You and yours, your family, friends, hopefully me and mine likewise as well, all the same. Then I would have broadcasted much earlier, being a present social media broadcast if it had not been for this one white guy, I mean, just acting so ignorant or insane with this nonsense within it, but I'll be saying reality. I mean, he's going back here, for the book owls, where the legal content is at, like what I have here. And he's constantly grabbing, like tons of legal books of the nature. And he's like slamming some and such on the desk, like every quarter of a minute. I kid you not. And as he himself has been doing this for about half an hour, before he had finally set his musty, dusty, rusty, homeless, derelict, transit, bum self down, then make like he's reading from that being the same and said in question of the, former previous prime minister being, legal law books like this one here. So I say in state for record, being that of my person as a former or ex-paralegal student, and I have yet to resume my legal studies in due time once I work to pay off something like not hundreds of thousands of dollars to pass over school debt. Getting back to this white guy, I mean, believe me when I say I have had a mindset to do a totally different social media content of a broadcast video before. Not that I still can't, not that I can't, or whatever I would say. Excuse me, pardon, give me for butchering the English language as we have it in American Ghana. So it's quantities of grammatical usages. Anyway, getting back to some of such where I had last left off to complete a formal period of trial I thought in the same sense of the word. Yeah, not that I can't do some of such other social media broadcasts, because believe me, I was not having a man's intentions to broadcast his nonsense. I mean, I think this white guy has a mental disorder, a mental problem. Remind me of this other homeless white guy, that was coming off at some such given on time that had ran game on me. I have told you all about this other one countless times, at least a couple few other past or from the previous social media content of videos, at least a couple few. I don't want to go back into that as I don't want to kill anybody's eardrums and then possibly lose some more subscribers to my own social media channel. Let's just say he had taken me for a ride, took me out to cleaners and hung me out to ride. Was met him in his library, said, I'm going to give you all the clip notes where he tried to speed down. But he ran alongside the left side of me, went through the book aisle for the same floor level, came out on the right side of me, sat down at the table next to where I would sit at, West took it that because he had a working cell phone and a working cell phone, a working laptop, computer, and excuse me, I beg your pardon, sir. There's the security guard. You want to talk to the security guard? See, that's what I'm talking about. Cat. Crazy. Anyway, though, so as I was saying, I don't know what's his problem. Yeah, so I don't know the guy. I don't feel kind of attitude. Anyway, so I put down money, get back to the store, and then I'm gonna wrap it up, and then get on with something else, different something else. So I put down money on the table where he was at. You know, I took it because he had a working cell phone. That's only after I heard this, conversation that I put money down on the table where he was sitting at right across the street. And I took it then because he had a working cell phone, working laptop, and a limited ride. I found out much later. That something says give him time. And was against my better judgment or gut feeling, I had to say, I offered him to spend the night in my place residence. I took it because he had all this stuff. I guess my eyes had got big as saucers. And so there I slept that one big time. So after I had put money down on the table for him, and then bought him a couple of meals, at least a couple of 2 meals, well, a couple, literally actually a couple, 2 meals. He ate one, with me in a public setting of a restaurant for the interior, inside atmosphere, some stuff was premises property. And he took one out as takeout, and then I paid for gas for his limited ride. Then last but not least, I had him spend the night with me. And I should have seen the signals, or should have listened to some such that much more, especially when he get to give me this cock and bull story, how he has a rich relative, all that crap. But anyway, though, then whereas I give him the back bedroom to my place of residence, though I live in one of the worstest Cincinnati neighborhood communities now, thanks to another neighbor from down here having convinced the management of the building where I was previously at, and a much more preferred, better neighborhood of the Cincinnati, which is sitting in, one of the multiracial and less poverty-stricken and less crime-ridden ones, and was on short notice having to move with my personal faith belonging with possessions to one of the less preferred Cincinnati neighborhood communities, being one of the predominantly ethnic minority and more poverty-stricken, more crime-ridden ones. On short notice just to keep from becoming reconciled homeless. But anyway, I gave back bedroom to my place ready to this homeless white guy of a shyster, scam artist, con artist, shyster, scam artist. I'm still reflecting on this ignorant black guy that went down the steps, my mouth. Well, anyway, so get back to the white guy and all this homeless, otherwise could possibly be a likes of the black guy that went down the escalator and got the mouth off to me. I had brought to the attention of the security guard, as y'all had heard, is here present, social media content, broadcasting. So, anyway, whereas I had slept in my living room area as a makeshift bedroom where I usually sleep. And then, like, where he's standing, like, in the entranceway to Somerset, where I'm at, trying to get my C's and big rest. Something like 5 o'clock in the morning, it should be up, but I shrugged it off. Then I offered him a chance to spend quality time with me, among my fellow self-help recovery buddies, for one of my much more frequented self-help recovery programs compared to one of my less attended ones. Only to find out that, well, he claims he no longer has $900 in the GoFundMe account. I said, how do you get a hotel or motel room with that money, But then, to make a long story short, I'm nipping the bud, so I can go on with something else. And as this library is about to close, and I would have broadcasted this social media broadcast content of a video much sooner if it had not been for this other homeless white guy, slamming ego books down on the table, like right across from me. At first, I was sitting over here before I changed my seat plan arrangement. He's still doing the same crap, for about a half an hour. Every 15 seconds, he's going back and forth through the aisles where these legal books are at, grabbing stacks of it, slamming it down on the table, and then returning it within that same time frame period of a quarter of a minute every 15 seconds. And he had done this for a whole half an hour or a whole 30 minutes, until he finally sat down and supposedly is reading from one of the legal journals. They're going to get back to the other homeless white guy. So, after the self-help recovery program meeting, he's asked me when we are going to go back to my place. I said, it's not a matter of we, it's a matter of me. You're not going anywhere, but wherever it is elsewhere you can go. Because I'm not giving you free lodgings. My place of residence is not a homeless rescue mission men's shelter, I don't know where you get that idea from. And to add insult to injury, where he left some of the stuff in my place of residence as an insurance to make sure we can get back in there. Imagine that. And so much for that conversation. I felt like, Solomon's temple had been desecrated. Let this homeless shyster scam out of Conrad to a white boy spend the night with me in my place of residence after all that other stuff I did for him. When I found out that he's just as crooked as a $3 bill, which I would expect that to come from a black or Hispanic brother for that matter, but non-white, So, let's see how many minutes I have. Okay, I have broadcasted for about, like say, not a quarter, but 1/3 of the usual time frame period that being which I would broadcast for about half an hour, 30 minutes. Anyway, there's so much for that conversation. And And as I know y'all are dying to hear what I have to say, I suppose that I can think that I have eaten much for today. Be it trying to take care of some business or trying to just, ease my mind because I'm really a lunch man, not a breakfast man. And regardless of whether I have something back at my place of residence that is worth eating, well, it's something there, eatable, like natural. Not that I'm going to eat anything past that expiration date. Cocktail, I'm saying when I say see if anything worth eating, because you don't want to eat the same thing on a regular daily night. You basically want to change up variety of spices of life. Also, for your food intake to make sure you're getting all your nutrients. Otherwise, I go into my pocket, see if I got still a few in, or still have something on my link card, and so forth. Yeah, but anyway, it's been a pretty good day, regardless of how I miss, church service, or religious sermon, or Sabbath or Sunday school class, or like something like the consecutive Sunday in a row. I haven't attended church in about maybe a month. Imagine that. Hopefully, it hasn't been longer than that, like a month and a half. So it's been at least a month, or maybe a month and a half, but not longer than that. Unfortunately, and as I was like making a vicinity area neighborhood community hospital, like my second home away from home, and as I suspect that certain proverbial neighbors from down hell characters where I'm at presently could have had something to do with, or could have played a big hand in making me, being a person like myself, feel up under the weather, to cause me to be going back and forth to different hospitals and different address locations. They just now giving them now the library closed in another half an hour, maybe 30 minutes. Anyway, as I was saying, get back to something. And then West, I would have to do follow up at a clinic that is affiliated associated with recommending a hospital, whichever one, if they recommend it. But so far, I've been seeming like as if I'm getting better once again. Yeah, taking some such medical prescriptions or have yet to get some more medical prescriptions to fill. I taken some such to supplement that in over-the-counter drugs as in medicine, not over-the-counter drugs like out in the street, illegal street drugs or contraband and you know what I mean, like that. But over-the-counter has, I guess the other one I'm trying to say, as well as I could, do some such home remedies. Otherwise I feel okay, You can't rule out the chicken soup, tomato soup for that matter, or mushroom soup, So yeah. And as you all know, I should have said in the beginning, so I put forth lines on now where I have to turn my, what you call the backside of my laptop computer toward me so that you all could be able to see as well as hear me. Otherwise, you couldn't see me until I were to be able to put this here one electronic device of mine into a repair shop so that a technician could look over it as some so give them time to find out what's going on to make the necessary repairs so that it could, work properly. We have to go about improvising. What was I at last speaking? But I can't remember the life of it, I guess. But then I pretty much so covered and give you everything I did. I was speaking upon how I had a pretty nice day, I suppose. Didn't go anywhere much. Woke up kind of late, started my day off late, but it's all good. I feel better than when I had stuff like last. Hopefully. Then I'm gonna have to read those characters outside of the library. Sitting some such. I mean, it's a host of them, more than quite a few of them with different, you know, mindsets or mentalities, personalities, psyches, and etc. And, as they are the local riffraff, the rank and file, the criminal elements of any given society, country, or nation, representing the global community as we have it. You know, for this post 911 era of a new millennium apocalyptic day and age, and where the doomsday clock is now, and they come to midnight. I'm putting on our form and 3 to 5 to them, and accordingly, like we try to do better kind. And that one black guy could possibly be one of the likes, now announced to me. First, he's waving at me, as something so give me time. I'm like thinking, I don't know you. Get out of here. Then, so I guess from there he gets the attitude and decides he wants to cuss me out like a drunken sailor on shore leave, whatever he said about me. You P-Y-M-F, you between lines, right? Yeah, whatever. You attempt to give me the business. Once I leave this library branch, I'll just flag down some of the local boys in blue, the fuzz, the big boss man, and let them know that I'm having a problem with some bozo the clown, street character of a brain dead or brainless idiot, sicko, possibly remind me of one of my present neighbors, damn hell, the likes of this kind. Other black male characters in a black neighborhood I'm at now, one of the more poverty-stricken crime ones compared to where I was at prior to then, in a multiracial and less poverty-stricken, less crime, thanks to a neighbor damn hell that likes this kind of a black male character. Not that all black brothers are foul, So don't think of all black males and non-whites of the same sex as being of the riffraff, because that would be rather racist for anybody to think like that. Don't think of all Hispanic males as being like either. But anyway, let me check and see how much time I have left before I want to close. Yes, I have about 10 more minutes. So 2/3 of the broadcast for the social media content of the video has already been broadcast. So I have about 10 more minutes to broadcast. This library will be closed in about a half an hour, give or take some minutes, and then I have more than enough time for the 10 minutes otherwise to go about the necessary business and to broadcast. Yeah, just think about the cat downstairs. So I mean, I'm talking about a host of closet drug pushers, closet dope dealers, closet rapists, or she had closet pedophiles, or the likes of the rank and file of the sexual predator out among schools, oh, pickpocketers, purse snatchers, winos, drug addicts, forgerers, etc. Oh, did I mention the drug pushers and dope dealers? I'm just, of course, I mentioned them. Some of the first characters in street animals. Then when I did mention, I had thought about mentioning myself. They get back to what I was trying to think about. So, you know, my day has gone pretty well, Yeah, regardless of whatever interruption. The white guy back here in this public setting in the library has properties of a facility with free public access Wi-Fi, and then the black guy going down the escalator talking crazy to me. That is something to do all the time. And my day has gone pretty well. I'm living in one of the worst neighborhoods. I have yet to go back to work and go back to school and acquire another girlfriend, not of the same sex, but of the opposite sex, saying I'm not a card-carrying member to the LGBT community. And regardless of my person having missed church attendance for the umpteenth consecutive Sunday in a row, and man, it's pretty much so sweet. I can't complain. And I'm out here a free bird, not a jailbird, not a patient upon a psych that's upon within a psych ward unit of a crazy. So it's pretty sweet. Feel like $1,000,000, give or take, you know, or more or less. Yeah. That much time I have. Oh, I should just go ahead and wrap it up. It's coming up on half an hour, 30-minute time frame period, during which I will usually broadcast before I will close out. And as you all know, I will give you the person, my social media family of subscribers. This is a lot. Got a basic intro and footnotes, cliff notes, version to both of the two. And then from there, I would, go about broadcasting some kind of social media content, give my own personal views and opinions, or whatever it is I could, discuss or talk about of a given argument, pros and cons, their social media representing saying, said question, or whatever it could possibly be of social media content of a subject matter or type of discussion to be debated, pros and cons thereof. That will speak upon one or a couple few or more, depending on how I feel. Then from there, you know, I will give you all the closing, you know, by just simply saying, if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I hope that you would think to do so now, while the blood is still running warm in your veins, by recognizing and realizing what He Himself had done or did upon the cross of Calvary, on the hill of Golgotha, suffering at the hands of some sort of Roman soldiers upon the orders of their superiors, religious, political, militaristic, etc., being otherwise, but then nevertheless, he went to that cross of Calvary, become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me. So if any of us, whatever races, like fashion society, lifestyle preferences, for the old, young, whoever's qualified of a given age to officially be permitted to qualify for a social media account. It says for a social media account or some of such of a nature, whatever network or website. Then from there, different will be in the mix. And regardless of your gender, Sarah representing not only the human species, the global community, in the post 911 era, in our this day and age, with doomsday clocks now at a couple of minutes at midnight, compared to 40 people tragedy with a quarter minute after they tried to move or to confess some such faith in them, that you will come and be blessed and God nothing more waste of harm. First and foremost, for this salvation, which is the only means by which any of us can or could possibly become, be considered as citizens of the kingdom of heaven. Second of all, is delivery. First, you have got to get his salvation. Otherwise, you have nothing coming so far as blessings is concerned. You make that communication for the great being as it is for the afterlife. And that being your final destination will become and be the lake of fire down hell. To be tortured and terrorized by the devil and the demons forever, among other like-minded, unsaved, lost damned souls, compared on to how we as believers of God, as Christians, aka Protestants, not Catholics, not supposed to call Jehovah's, not supposed to call Latter-day Saints or any other religious cult members, as I would consider those other false religions. As we as Christians, as Protestants, would be in a company of like-minded ones, that profess faith in one true God, and in the company of God as angels otherwise. Because God is not to be mocked. What you sow is what you shall reap. You haven't accepted Christ as your personal Lord, so you do so now. While the blood is still running warm in your veins, because tomorrow is not promised to anybody or anyone. I ever said, you excuse pardon again butchering the English language or American dialect, as that is pardon the quantities once again. So I say, state correctly. Anyway, getting back to some such other where when I had last left off. Because if you have not accepted Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, you'll find out all too well how that you will be considered as an abomination in the eyesight of God. Because you have not accepted my Lord's sacrifice, you don't have that being the only fire insurance against the lake of fire down hell. And regardless of what the former ex-talk show hostess Oprah Winfrey was saying in more words or less, so I paraphrase my quote exactly, all roads lead to heaven. No, it doesn't. It don't. You can believe that lie if you want to. You'll be in for a rude awakening once you will make that transition from hereafter to afterlife. As you will find out that God is not to be mocked. You shall reap what you sow. Because there's only one way into the kingdom of heaven, that is through the blood sacrifice of our Lord and Savior Christ, the Messiah deliverer, the Rabbi of rabbis, the Lord of lords, the King of kings, the Prince of peace, none other. And hopefully the late supposed so-called Reverend Billy Graham did not really believe that one-liner that the former ex-talk show hostess Oprah Winfrey was saying in more words or less, about all roads leading to heaven. Because as I had done my research, homework, or whatever I said, compared to how others continue to differ, some still believe that. So had literally actually accepted that one-liner, believing that all roads lead to heaven. that's pretty much so it. Of it, they've gotten something out of what was said here and now, you know, for this length of time, for the presence of you, you know, it's all about the disruptions or interruptions. I have no control over that, you know. This is a public setting, it's free public Wi-Fi, you know, whatever disruptions, disturbances, or interruptions is not my fault. I'm not to blame, you know, I'm not responsible for that. I mean, I have little or none control over others, you know, conversation, dialogue, whatever it's worth. So they just close down the public audience. That's what I see. Close down the room all out of there. Anyway, so wrapping things up. Yes, my verse, my page. So wrapping things up. I'm gonna get back with you all some other time. Just another day. And for the library, this is the main library, though, as you all know. Yeah, this is the main public library branch. You know, being up downtown vicinity area, neighborhood community library. You know, that's a close down, so yes, you all could possibly, you know, that all depends, you know. Yeah, that's song was such a good one. Cheers. Yeah. Yes, yes, you could. Well, let's see. Some such of those criminals who would grab and go outside the library. Once I was talking to the children in the library, you were to be a parent, grandparent, uncle, niece, my uncle, or aunt, rather never niece and relative, or parent, I might say, like so, the now, yeah, step, yeah, step, I don't know if the would be shut down over these able to still broadcast. At a sounds like still momentary at all. And once you get outside, it seems like the frequency transmission. I'm looking close to the library, still can broadcast, you know. Or I couldn't, I don't know what it happened. See what I'm telling you. Like, by this.